That's great. And also I think that, the more you travel and the more you experience the world, you feel at home with yourself first.
Absolutely. And then you don't think that
you transfer that.
you have to adapt. And today adaptability is a major thing in order to be able to do things, to have impact on whatever you're doing.
Yes, exactly.
And also to be aligned with what the world is seeking to. And I follow very much whatever Europe decides, whether it's policy making, whether it's leadership, women's aspirations, entrepreneurship. So
you do follow the needs
of those roles. Yes, I feel that that helps me a lot to bring results to whatever is needed to be done.
Yes. Hello and welcome to today's episode of Podcast Therapy. I'm Antonia Nikolaidou and I'm representing Eurosuccess Consulting, and today our topic will be inclusive leadership. And I'm very happy to have today with me Mrs. Elena Tanou. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and joining us for this talk today. Mrs. Tanou is very much connected with leadership and visionary impact both in Cyprus and across Europe. And she's the Vice President of the Nicosia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, President of the Nicosia Tourism Board, and Vice President of the International Chamber of Commerce in Cyprus, as more official titles. But of course, your work extends to promoting transparency, and as a board member of the Transparency International Cyprus, and you're also an advocate for social equity as a board member of the World Vision. So this is very excited to have you here with us today, and specifically because our topic focuses much more on women's leadership, entrepreneurship, and ethical businesses and practices in those topics. So here at Eurosuccess Consulting, we're mostly focused on national and European schemes, which we try to make available some funding opportunities in organizations and individuals in Cyprus and abroad. But also one of our biggest actions that we are trying to promote and are expert on are European funded projects. And I just say this because this interview today and this discussion is part of one of our most recently assigned projects, which is Fit for the Future. Fit for the Future project is an Erasmus Plus funded project, so it's co-funded by the European Union and promotes practices on reducing barriers on with women in business and also in leadership positions, both in professional and educational foundations and placements. So it's very nice to have you specifically today with us today. And thank you once again for joining us and officially welcoming you to our discussion today.
Thank you very much, Antonia, for this invitation. It is my pleasure and honor to be with you and also to collaborate once again with Eurosuccess. It's an organization that I know for many years, and we have collaborated in the past when I was president of the Business and Professional Women, an international organization, but of course with many, many deep roots in Europe as well. So thank you for the introduction regarding myself. A few of the positions that you have mentioned, yes, I'm very proud that I still have them, but then I have some more these days, and probably during our discussion I can expand on them.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, of course, I know it has been a very short part of course, your CV and all the professional experience you have built through the years. So, yes, exactly, I would like to hear a bit more about your current roles and perhaps a bit more from your journey in the tourism sector as well.
Let's start from my journey in tourism, which is my main job, my profession, which I love, I adore, is my passion, and I really try to deliver the best service to my clients and to expand my company, which is a company that we work internationally, and it's a public company, Top Kinisis Travel PLC, listed in the Cyprus Stock Exchange. Together with my partners, we're looking into really travel the whole of the Cyprus, all over the world, but then again, making Cyprus very, very significant all over the world for the people the tourists that they come here to visit us. So I started back in 1980 to 83 when I studied travel and tourism management in Switzerland, which it was an amazing journey, a very big school. At the university there, in those days, especially the Swiss people, they wouldn't accept any mistakes. You had to be really, really diligent and to deliver without excuses. Yes. So that was a big lesson for me in order to see how the Swiss clock works and how you deliver. And also to learn that you have to respect each and every one, and also to respect your métier, your job. Whatever you are dedicated to do, you should do it at its best without any, let's say, excuses that there is compromising in any way. So after my studies, I moved to London, where I worked for 6 years in a tour operator travel agency. And that was another big school because the British people at that time, they knew how to travel, much, much more than the Cypriots. So I learned a lot because they were very demanding. They wanted everything to be perfect. And at that time, I realized how I should be always very, very careful when I was suggesting any program, any destination. So I came to the point where I would sell only what I knew best, wherever I traveled, or then I was going to explore places before I was about to sell them. So my journey was in UK as well. When I had to return to Cyprus, I got married and I had to return back to Cyprus. So I decided that I wanted to be the boss of my own. I opened my own office called at the time Elena Tanou Travel. It was a small boutique travel agency where I started selling incentive groups, again all over the world, but then I found out that I should be more, innovative and offer something more niche. At that time, there were about 480 travel agencies in 1989. And I was told by the gurus in the field at the time that, you will be destroyed in months. You will be closing down very, very soon. So I thought, why they're threatening me? So I thought I shouldn't touch upon things that they were already there. And I found that there was a gap that nobody knew the faraway destinations like Africa, Latin America, Alaska, China, and so on. I was very privileged because in 1983, I was in China. It was a closed country, and there I was exploring it. I was in South Africa when apartheid system was there, and I was, again, very eager to explore what's happening in that country, as well as the culture and the civilization. So many, many destinations unique. I thought I should really embrace them and promote them. So that's how I started when I was selling to incentive groups, for example, insurance companies, the banks, Rotarians, and everybody that wanted to travel in a group. Yes. These people traveled with me. They were so thrilled, so happy. So they were the best ambassadors for me. I didn't have to promote myself because they were promoting my company.
Very different back in the 80s because it's not the way we know today, marketing, how it works. And nowadays, much more different.
Yes, today is social media, technology, so it's totally different. Yes. That was the time, it was by word of mouth. And it worked very, very well. But I had to be always on my toes. I had to deliver, top service all the time. And that's what I was doing. And then in 2000, when it was the boom of the Cyprus Stock Exchange, I was asked by top 10 at the time and Kinisis Travel to join forces in order to become a public company. So I bought shares, I became the vice president of the company, and there you go, till today. We're a big team, we're people that we really care about all our clients to really witness, experience the best holidays. So we don't just say that we sell holidays, we say that we sell dream holidays.
Great experiences as well, I imagine.
Yes, yes.
Great.
So this was my journey, which I still enjoy till today, and I'm not, everybody is asking me, it's more than 42 years now that I'm in this field. I love it, and I don't think that I will ever get tired of it, because it's so exciting, exploring destinations, exploring countries, but then again, most importantly, seeing what this transformation of these countries is. That's the thing that I really enjoy most.
Yes, amazing. That sounds very nice, and you've proven your journey through many of your actions, so that's very exciting to hear from you in person. So also you've had many moments that shaped perhaps your way into leadership, and maybe because you are present in many fields and also many organizations. So how did that came to be? How did you decide to become a leader also in other initiatives?
Okay. As a person, let's say my character, I'm an extrovert. Yes. So I was always willing to learn more, to see what's happening around me, exploring, what is what is trendy. So it was a time that I remember very well when I came back from UK, that everybody was talking about this glass ceiling about women. So I was approached by the Association of Business and Professional Women, and I was asked to be a member of it. So that was a big inspiration at the time when Mrs. Vasiliou, the former commissioner of education in Brussels, at that time she was the first lady, and she asked me to be also on the board and then become also her secretary for the Business and Professional Women. That was really, she was a great model and great inspiration. So I learned a lot how to run business meetings, how to run board meetings. Then again, and that I was quite young. Then there was another organization that really shaped my future in leadership, Rotary International. It's an organization where professionals and business people provide to the society from their money, from their expertise, from their time. And that also helped me a lot. I became a member, and that gave me a lot of ground to show my leadership abilities. So I became, first as a member then I became the president of my club, then I became the deputy district governor. So that really helped me, and all these, let's say, experiences helped me even seek more positions. That's why today I'm in 13 different boards of directors. Yes,
these are a lot, and also it's not very easy to begin, I think. After you begin and you see how it comes from within, perhaps more naturally to you, it's much more easier to, I imagine, to be involved in a variety of leading organizations.
You're right. I think now I connect the dots. One, let's say, subject brings me to the other, but then again, they interact, they help each other to take me even to the next one. Yes. And I think with these experiences, I open horizons, not just to myself, to my clients, to my staff, to my colleagues, to my collaborators all over the world. I mean, we have agents where we collaborate for top Kinisis all over the world.
Yes.
So when I bring to the discussion, working with them, my mindset, which is so international, and I deeply feel that I'm a citizen of the world. Wherever I will arrive, whether it's Tokyo, Delhi, Johannesburg, I feel at home. because most of these destinations, I have done them tens of times. I mean, so I feel very comfortable. So I bring this new mindset to the people that I work with.
Yes, that's great. And also I think that, the more you travel and the more you experience the world, you feel at home with yourself first.
Absolutely. And then you don't think that
you transfer that.
you have to adapt. And today adaptability is a major thing in order to be able to do things, to have impact on whatever you're doing.
Yes, exactly.
And also to be aligned with what the world is seeking to. And I follow very much whatever Europe decides, whether it's policy making, whether it's leadership, women's aspirations, entrepreneurship. So
you do
within
follow the needs of
those roles, yes, I feel that that helps me a lot to bring results to whatever is needed to be done.
Yes, and also your clients, and not only, also in the organizations that you are part of. So that's very important, very inspiring to hear.
Thank you.
So, of course, as you said, you've built a very successful international business and also have contributed a lot in Cyprus society, but also worldwide. Do you think there is an accomplishment or maybe some accomplishments that you think that stand out for you personally, that's perhaps shaped your journey a bit more along the way?
Okay, collaborating with all these different people in different fields, whether it's the academics in the universities, because I am on the board of the MBA School of the University of Cyprus. I'm on the Business Advisory Council of the 3 universities in Nicosia, University European and the Cyprus University. I'm on the board of the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation of the Cyprus University. So collaborating with the academics is a different story. Then I served for many, many years on the board of the Nicosia Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Speaking with the business people, then it's a totally different entity. Then I'm in boards dealing with women, where there is BPWI and so on, addressing issues for women. Again, that's a different... So I think that's a big accomplishment, to be able to narrate, listen, understand, and then be aligned with these different entities and be effective. That's one thing. But then again, I feel very proud because I'm the president of the Phoenicians route by the Council of Europe, one of the 48 routes, like the Silk Road, like the Wine Route. The Phoenicians route dated back to 7th century BC, is in the Council of Europe for the last 22 years. So I was really honored when I was asked by the Council to chair it and then take it a step further. So some of these accomplishments, I think, are important because it's not in the boundaries of Cyprus only, it's not in the boundaries sometimes in Europe, but they are also worldwide. That's why I sit in a fund, which is an American fund, where we help the Cypriot young entrepreneurs, startups, to expand in the States. With the know-how we have, we are, let's say, the platform where can bring them to the bigger markets. Because that was my philosophy always. Cyprus has its limitation. It's a lovely place to start something, but you need to really expand far away.
Yes, that's true. Also, you did mention that you have been working with women entrepreneurs and generally, women in business. And as a woman yourself back in the 80s, perhaps it would be a bit more challenging to start and also to be able to be actually a leader. Today, it might be a bit better, for sure. But I imagine that back in the day, it was a bit challenging, I guess. And that's why perhaps you're more also invested in that area as well. Do you have any specific insights from how you started and if you had any challenges because of this to begin?
First of all, I think each and every time in the year has its challenges. Probably it was more difficult because you were not, you were transpassing the territory of men at the time to become, member of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Yes.
They were all men and I was the only woman.
Exactly.
So that was probably difficult to penetrate. But then again, if you would deliver and if you would be able to really offer to the discussion something which was tangible, something that it was unique and also useful, then it was appreciated. So I think, yes, it wasn't easy, but then again, today there are more women seeking positions like that, so still it's difficult. Then again, I believe it's in the character of each and everyone that once you speak out and you're honest about what you are about to expect, how you want to deliver, and I think there will be people to appreciate it. The challenges are always huge in whatever new you will try.
Great. Great to hear from you also, because you've been through this journey. So great. And I would like to hear a bit more about your approach to leading. As you're a leader in so many organizations and of your own businesses, I was wondering, how would you be able to help organizations and also the team and the teams within the different organizations to develop and perhaps thrive in the more long term?
Okay, the key word to this is think big. First of all, I like to give the biggest, let's say, image of how you should, let's say, lead to any successful event, trip, project, and then I engage everybody. I like to have these brainstorming meetings. I like to see where the, let's say, the how diversified each and every member of this team is. And I always like to give them the opportunity to really pursue something that they want to do, whether it's probably seeking to get an award. And then I'm there next to them to help. I'm the person that I like teamwork. It's, my motto is, on your own you can win battles, but with a good team you can win championships. And I make it a practice. I don't just say it in words. I think I inspire my teams, and then again we aim high. Then we discuss it extensively, whatever we are going to try, and then together we aim at the success of it. Also, I also always say, once you are ethical, transparent, you show that you're really hard worker, then the others will come and be on board and also help you succeed in anything you do.
Yes, that's great. And also, I find it very encouraging for your teams also and yourself to be able to push them to do more than just the work that needs to be done. So it's very good for a leader to be able to help all of their members of their team to aim higher than just to do their job and, go home.
Absolutely. And I encourage them by saying a Greek word which is, I think, very important, philotimo. If you honor your team, if you honor your friends, if you honor your collaborators, and you have this philotimo, then the others will come and help you. The others will entrust you. They will be able to assist you, and you will bring through any project.
Yes. It's also important because they will always feel valued and respected, and also they will be able to trust the person who is...
Respect is a key word.
Their leader, let's say. But for them, it's also like a mentor,
Absolutely.
which is very important. Great. So, and also you did mention transparency as well. So how would you consider the broader impact of your work on society? I mean, we did mention it a few times, but I was wondering, like, particularly in the areas like transparency of women's leadership, for example.
Yes, a few of my positions that I mentioned. When I was in BPW, the president of the federation, I connected, each and every woman together with my board of directors, the young women especially, of how they can aim big and high. That's one thing. We aim at European projects to assist them. That was the time that we worked with Eurosuccess extensively. Then again, I'm the chair of the Biobank. Biobank, it's a center of excellence. It's 38 million euro from the Europe and the Cyprus government, where we classify the DNA of all the Cypriots in order to explore, rare diseases. And that's for every Cypriot who will like to do this test of his/her DNA, free of charge, where there I think it's so important where you prevent diseases, and that aims. So the Ministry of Health, it's Ministry of Health and not Ministry of Diseases.
Yes,
it's very, very important. Regarding transparency, yes, I'm on the board of, the vice chair of the Cyprus Integrity Forum. It's an organization that we date back 12 years, where we're honored by the Transparency International to have our offices here in Nicosia in order to promote transparency and champion for integrity. And we do lots of projects for that, from making aware little kids why we should be transparent and promote integrity, and them to really urge their parents to show this integrity in whatever they do. We have published this a book, a small book for kids for the elementary school, and we have we are narrating there a story where you can understand from a very young age why being honest, being correct, it's to the benefit of yourself, your family, and the society. And many, many other projects that we do with the Cyprus Integrity Forum for the Business Integrity Forum. So we urge the companies to be correct and just. The society, we engage our politicians, and we try as much as we can to be, let's say, advanced in whatever Europe aspires for integrity and transparency.
That's great. Very nice to hear that you're very focused on these very important values, and also
especially nowadays.
Yes. And also I believe that based on our discussion now, a very key aspect of your actions and the projects that you've been working on is sustainability. So because of your role and also the initiatives, it's very, I guess, important for you to make whatever it is to be sustainable and to have a future, even apart its time of action. So how do you consider that to be? Is it easy for you to make this happen, or how much do you target sustainability? It's not easy because
it's a very complicated subject, but again, I'm very, very glad because I was very sensitized by my visits to Europe and all over the world, where I see, what sustainability is. And a very nice example that I saw about 15, 18 years ago, it was a conference by the EU in Naples, where it was a paperless conference. And I couldn't believe it. We didn't have any paper to write. Everything was in our mobile phones at that time, where they were not so smart. Then we didn't have any let's say, we wouldn't give any cards, and it was this tag system where you tag your card here, and you would get all the data that it was going to your computer from all the delegates. So I was so impressed. So I came back to my office, and then because we also have a team and a department of handling European projects, I urged them of how we could do sustainable conferences and events. And finally, after drafting this proposal, we were funded by the European Union, where today, and that I think was completed back in 2019, we have the manual A to Z of how you handle conferences paperless. You don't use plastic, you don't use, or you eliminate the missions that you have to use for any conference with minor things. For example, in our conferences, we don't use beef. We'll put chicken in the meals, in the coffee breaks. We won't give a gift that is not, let's say, eco-friendly. And at the end of each conference or event, we just state how many emissions we have saved.
Great.
Yes. So that's a tangible example. Yes, and ever since I was so sensitized with that, I choose my collaborators when I am exploring new collaborators, whether it's in Peru or in, I try to see if these people are really geared also to be eco-friendly, and also show to my clients, yes, that we choose destinations that they are eco-friendly and sustainable.
Great. Yes, very good practice as well for you to be able to continue with this goal in mind. And so yes, talking about teams as well, and building belonging in the community and all that you do under this domain. Of course, there are some initiatives that you have done that help support inclusion and fairness. Do you have any projects in mind that targeted exactly inclusion, for example?
Inclusion, I would say, I do it in every project that I do. Yes. I feel that connecting everybody, that whether they know the subject or they are going to learn something new, yes, I try to include young, old, and I'll give you an example here. I was president of the Nicosia Tourism Board, and then it was the time that we felt that we had to create the branding of Nicosia. So we carried out meetings of 8 teams for a few weeks, where we included everybody, young, old, experts, non-experts, archaeologists, guides, architects, housewives, everybody, in order to understand what is the DNA of Nicosia. And that helped us include everybody in order to, at the end, so they will all make ownership of this slogan that we quoted, the brightest capital of Europe, and bright not only because of the light, but also because of the many universities, the many centers of excellence, and the schools. So I try to be inclusive in my package holidays. I mean, when I organize a tour to any country, I will involve the ambassador who is in Cyprus, for example, the Indian ambassador, High Commissioner here, to speak to my clients before they go, before they travel. Then I will meet the Cypriot ambassador, High Commissioner in Delhi, to speak to my clients about his experience, her experience in the country that they're visiting. And then also lots of others that they are, let's say, connected with the destination or the expertise of my clients. So I do it, I think I'm inclusive in every single way.
Yes, it's also very important under the tourism sector to be able to do that very efficiently, because you do have a variety of teams and nationalities even, and different ages that sometimes could be challenging to include everyone as would be the ideal.
Absolutely. I believe I'm a good networker. And again, I can give you an example. 2 years ago, where I was attending the Small and Medium Enterprises Conference. That was in Budapest. And no, last year it was in Budapest. Before, I'm not sure where it was. And there was this young guy from Greece where he set his practice about recycling of tafika, the seaweeds.
Yes.
And I thought that's an amazing thing that he did. And I knew in Cyprus somebody else who did something, recycling of the polystyrene that it's coming out of packaging. So immediately, without knowing the guy who was the speaker at the conference, I asked him, I want to connect you with this young guy in Cyprus. And to cut the long story short, today the two youngsters, they seeked for a EU project and they got funding and they do even more research on these things that they started again. So I love to, let's say, help if I see an opportunity, others connect and then to pursue new challenges.
Definitely. It's very important for your role to be able to be good at networking, because this is also a very professional thing to do, and also I think it helps you very much to develop as you have. And it must be a very important aspect to have.
If you have
in your professional
knowledge,
life.
Experiences, they mean nothing unless you share them.
Yes.
That's
exactly.
my philosophy.
Yeah, but it's a very nice skill that it's not for granted, of course, to be able to connect the dots, as you said in the beginning. Great. So it has been a very inspiring talk by you, and I would like to just conclude by encouraging you to share a bit of an advice or perhaps recommendations for anyone who is starting to be in this leadership journey, perhaps, and how they could try and make it more up to your standards, let's say, more inclusive and more having in mind the values that you have been promoting in your journey.
I think my advice is always do everything with care, with, let's say, the urge and the aspiration to be effective, to bring results, to help others on the way to reach as well, and to lead, to support, to unite, to inspire, to offer, to deliver, and be a doer. But always do that with ethos, integrity, and then
with passion.
With passion always, and love without expecting anything. I think a lot of people would say, but why I should do it? What is in for me? What is? I never do that. What I like is to really bring results, and then I can really say that although I do it without waiting anything back, a lot comes back.
Yes, exactly.
First of all, is a satisfaction that you are able to be a doer, you are delivering, and then also that you make others really successful, joyful, and the chain goes longer all the time.
Yes, and of course, internal motivation is something that helps everyone move forward without, this exactly the expectation of receiving something out of it.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
And just a final tip, perhaps if anyone, turns for inspiration and maybe they feel a bit lost in trying to maintain this inspiration along the way, what tips would you offer them, or how would you handle it if along the way you had this challenge, perhaps?
Okay. A lot of times I get very nice comments that I'm very, very lucky in my life, because I travel extensively. I do about 60-65 trips every year all over the world. Far away, short, for cultural, for business, for every.
Yes.
And people sometimes they say to me, "You're so lucky." It's not just about being lucky. It's about pursuing, working hard. It's about focusing, and then about diligently aiming at what you want to really achieve. And it's not always the aim and you reach it from one day to another. My journey is 42 years.
Yes.
So, and it's not so easy. I remember back when I was issuing a new destination, a new program, I would put it, let's say, advertise it, and these people, I said at the beginning, by the word of mouth. But then again, it would take me some time to sell it. Today, after so many years, and being so visible for all these years, if I publish a holiday to Japan, India, Peru, Africa, London, or wherever, without boasting, I would tell you that in maximum 5 to 10 minutes it will be sold out. And this is the credibility that I carry with my name. And a lot of times I hear people saying that, Elena, your fame prevails your name, which is true because I'm very dedicated to deliver exactly what I promise to my clients. I'm dedicated to really honor my name and my job. And then again, really, it gives me a personal pleasure to see the others traveling and enjoying every single minute of this new destination that I offer to them, because they are learning, because they are my trips are educating, entertaining, and then they also mingle and they connect with people that they probably wouldn't have the opportunity to meet. So, in a nutshell, I'm again a networker, whether it's a project, whether it's an activity, whether it's an event, or a destination, a new destination that I create.
Yes, that's great. It has been a very inspiring, I think, talk, and I think that we have accomplished our goal, let's say, because for me personally, even with this short discussion, I feel very, inspired to be able to gain your experience and also to see exactly how it works really in a journey.
That's why I'm doing mentoring.
Yes.
Mentoring, it's important for young people, very important for young people. But even me at my age, I have two mentors for many, many years, ever since I remember, because you need really good role models to be inspired, to discuss things. And it's not just that you will, let's say, they will not preach you. They will really bring this critical thinking on the table in order to make anyone aware, where are you going? What is that you're pursuing?
Exactly. Thank you so much. And I'm really sure that everything that we said today will inspire others as well, who will watch the interview once it's available. So I would like to thank you once again for your time and your amazing insights that you've provided to us today. And I look forward to staying in touch as well.
Thank you very much. It was an honor to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you again for watching. And we would like to thank also Podcast Therapy and Unit Trust Media for hosting us today in their studio. And we look forward to showcasing even more podcasts and insights from our projects funded by the European Union. And we look forward to our next actions.
Η E65 Consulting ιδρύθηκε το 2009 ως ιδιωτική εταιρεία στη Λευκοσία, την πρωτεύουσα της Κύπρου. λειτουργώντας μέσω 3 κύριων τμήματων: επιχειρηματική ανάπτυξη, διεθνή συνεργασία και στρατηγική διαχείριση, η Eurosuccess Consulting στοχεύει στην υποστήριξη και ενίσχυση της ανταγωνιστικότητας των κυπριακών οργανισμών και φυσικών προσώπων. Αν ανυπομονείτε να εξερευνήσετε τις δυνατότητες και ευκαιρίες σας για επιτυχία και πιστεύετε στον εαυτό σας, εμπιστευτείτε την Eurosuccess Consulting ως τον πολύτιμο συνεργάτη σας.